Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. I'm recording this one back to back, and Diana's pregnancy 100% confirmed. It's crazy. I made a video on this a few weeks ago, and every time I talk about a theory I have, people call me silly or crazy, but now we know Diana is 100% pregnant, but she might lose the baby. I know, sounds crazy. I'm gonna explain and break down everything that we got in the official trailer, and also from all the leaked titles and descriptions for every single episode of season 4. We also gotta talk about Monet discovering Drew and Diana's secret and the war that's gonna happen between Drew and Kane. I'm gonna dive into all the clues and details for you guys, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Now, we just received the official season 4 trailer. Now, within that, we get a specific scene of Diana and Tariq, what looks to be like in a clinic. We have a poster in the background showing a woman holding her stomach, so it looks to be as Diana is pregnant. Also within this scene, we hear Tariq talking about his father, Ghost.
My dad tried his hardest to keep me away from this. If it's okay for you, why ain't it okay for me?
Listen to me. When I was your age, I thought it was the right thing to do. I don't want you to make the same mistake, son. I'm trying to protect you from a life of misery, son.
How Ghost tried to keep him out this life, out this game. And I think he's talking about this because Diana wants to get out the game, of course, and they're gonna want to do the same for their child. We have to remember, and I talked about this in the other pregnancy video, the thing Tariq values over anything else is family. When Diana wrote independence on that card, Effie wrote freedom, he wrote family. And we know ever since Raina died and ever since he killed Ghost, he's only ever lost more and more family. Tasha had to, of course, leave. Then he had to, of course, send Yaz away. Then Big Mom wasn't happy, so he gave her a chance to go be with the rest of them. Everything he's been doing from this point is try to get his family back together so that he could be happy. So if he was to find out Diana was pregnant, I think this sets all that into motion. Now, how I think all this gets set up and where it's coming from, if you guys don't remember, in season 3, after Lorenzo died and Diana broke up with her other boyfriend, she ended up sleeping with Tariq that night after he told her him and Effie were done. Effie came to the door and everything like that, because they had people in my other video telling me they didn't sleep together in season 3 when they clearly did. So we know that happened. Now, with this new official trailer, we already got scenes of where we see Tariq enter the Tejada house and is pointing the gun at Diana. Now, what I thought was taking place in this scene was that this was going to be the reveal that, of course, Diana and Drew set up the whole thing to have Monet killed, but that's actually not what's taking place. We get another 2 scenes of Monet and Diana both sitting at the table, and it matches the scene of Tariq holding the gun, the exact same fit. And I think this is, of course, when we're gonna find out, it's gonna be revealed that Diana is pregnant. I know this makes sense, and this is a clue as well, because once again, look at Tariq fit, the jacket he has on when he's pointing the gun at Diana, and the gloves. He's wearing the exact same thing when he goes and attack her ex-boyfriend. Why would he go attack him? It absolutely makes no sense for him to do this. I think it's honestly because Diana is, of course, pregnant. So I think this theory that I said a few weeks ago is finally got to come true, and this is gonna be Diana's way out the game, or it could be. What do I mean by that? I actually think Diana could possibly lose the baby, or she will possibly die this season. Let's look into the clues and details of that. I made a video a few weeks ago of all the episode titles and descriptions leaking, and I talked about what could possibly be happening and going on within them. But now that we got the official trailer, we're able to pair more of the scenes up to what we read. Specifically episode 6 through 8, we see episode 6 saying that Diana's face were stepping further into the game or risking her family's safety. And then going straight into episode 407, it says when tragedy strikes, Tariq and the Tejadas are set on a mission to avenge what they've lost. I think this is big, major, and important because when I first read it in a video a few weeks ago, people were telling me this could lead to Diana's death. This could be what it's possibly alluding to. And now with Tariq getting involved and it said this tragedy is striking him too, I think it possibly makes sense. He could have lost his child or lost Diana. And this adds up because Diana is no longer mentioned in any of the descriptions going forward. And even in description 8, it talks about Kane and Drew at war with one another, battling for the streets. So it seems like the family is not going to reconcile. It's only going to get worse. When you think the baby would help and everybody would get on the same page, like, okay, we're all working to protect Diana, so we have a common goal. But if that all falls apart and Diana does die, or she has a miscarriage, or she loses the baby in some way, shape, or form, the Tejada family will completely collapse. For anyone that's still skeptical, look at this. We see a scene of Monet, what looks like to be in a hospital. You can see doctors in the background working on someone. Now, obviously, this is not Monet after she got shot because she's right here in the scene. She's talking to someone else as well and telling them that everything she did was to keep the family together. So we know some tragic shit went down, and with all this evidence compiling up, I think it only makes sense it was Diana. Now, it could be possible that she survived this and the baby doesn't, or that they both died. But I think this is the tragedy that is mentioned in episode 7, and this could just make shit even worse. Because now we gotta look at potential things that caused this, and it could possibly be Kane and Drew. Their war going at one another is what set all this up. Because prior to this tragedy happening, if we keep reading the descriptions for episodes 3 through 5, it talks about Drew and Diana being on a run from Monet. Of course, she will find out that they set her up. With episode 3 saying Monet digs into who shot her, realizing her kids might not be being honest with her. And episode 404, The Reckoning, Drew and Diana are on the run. Tariq and Monet are on the hunt. And Monet must decide between the path to revenge and the path to forgiveness. Now, this is very important. We saw in the trailer when they were on a run, we see the apartments that they're at. We see Monet and Kane at those exact same apartments shooting at someone. So we can only assume the people in the black car were Drew and Diana getting away. So once Monet finds this out, while she's battling with forgiving them or going to get revenge, I think a war would have been started by now, and Kane could possibly fuck shit up before Monet realizes this isn't what she wants. And if that does happen, then Kane, you're out of here. Tariq is gonna smoke you. You're already going at it with Drew. This is a bad time. But I think he might do it before he even knows or someone tells him that she is pregnant. But this is the only way it makes sense in my mind, or I can't see no other way that she just get caught up in all of this. So we're gonna have to wait and see for that aspect of everything. Even episode 9, the second to last episode, says a union that should bring the Tejadas and Noma together couldn't appear to be further apart. Tariq and Monet are sent on a seemingly simple mission. Now, with that being said, it looks like shit is already bad right now. It's gonna go to worse, and then it's just gonna go to downright terrible. So the ending for the Tejadas isn't looking good. It isn't looking good for Tariq. It isn't looking good for Diana. It's not looking good for no one, to be honest. So this might be a tragic ending. Like, people still don't know if Michael Rainey Jr. was trolling about him knowing if it was the last or final season or not. But if he really didn't, this is just getting crazier and crazier the more information that comes out about what's gonna happen in this last and final season. Overall though, that's it for this video, man. I just gotta say, hey, when I got a theory or something, y'all just gotta let it ride. Y'all gotta at least see where I'm coming from. You can't just throw it out the way and say it's silly or anything like that. Because I was also one of the first people to make a video saying Unique was alive, and people was calling me crazy then, even though I had showed them all the evidence to prove it. But motherfuckers don't like seeing evidence. They only hear the theory and they don't care what you have to say to back it up, which is crazy to me. At least listen into why I think the way I think. I actually predicted this over a year ago. I said he was gonna get either Effie, Lauren, or Diana pregnant, and I said it made more sense for it to be Diana because she has the connections with most of the other characters, that being the Tejadas, and looks like we're here. We gotta see how all of it's gonna play out. You guys, as usual, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Let me know any other characters whose specific storylines you want to see me dive into, and also, you know, we got a debt predictions video coming soon. I'm really trying to decide with this coming out. I don't know if to put Diana on there or not, for both Ghost and for Raising Kanan. I got all but one of my debt predictions right, so I'm on a roll. I don't want to miss right now, so let's just see what I could do. Once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe though, and I'm out.